Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling an energy flowing through you that you never knew existed. A subtle force that makes people listen to you more, feel drawn to your presence, and respond to your words before you even finish speaking. What if I told you that this isn't some fictional superpower, but a real phenomenon that men can cultivate through one deceptively simple practice: semen retention? For centuries, ancient traditions like Taoist alchemy and Shaolin martial arts have hinted at the power of conserving sexual energy. But modern science is only now beginning to understand how this practice literally rewires your brain, transforming the way you perceive reality and interact with the world. The problem is, most men live their lives leaking their most potent source of energy without even realizing it. In a culture that encourages instant gratification and constant stimulation, men are constantly sacrificing vitality, confidence, and focus for fleeting pleasure. Over time, this has a profound effect on the brain. Dopamine, the neurotransmitter that governs motivation, reward, and desire, becomes desensitized, leaving men feeling mentally foggy, socially awkward, and incapable of asserting themselves with magnetic confidence. But semen retention interrupts this cycle. By consciously holding onto this energy, you are not just preserving a physical substance. You are redirecting a torrent of neurological potential back into your mind, body, and spirit. Neuroscience shows us that repeated behaviors literally rewire the brain through neuroplasticity. Every time you resist the urge to give in to instant gratification, your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, self-control, and long-term planning, strengthens its neural connections. This is the same area that successful, charismatic individuals rely on to influence their surroundings effortlessly. By practicing semen retention, you are essentially exercising your self-control muscles, but at a level that most men never reach. Over weeks and months, your brain becomes sharper, your focus more precise, and your intuition more acute. Suddenly, you notice patterns in conversations, social dynamics, and human behavior that were previously invisible. People seem more transparent to you, as if you've been granted access to a hidden layer of reality. But the magic doesn't stop there. Semen retention affects your body's chemistry in ways that amplify your presence in the world. Testosterone, the hormone responsible for assertiveness, drive, and attraction, spikes during periods of retention, giving you a natural magnetism that others can't help but notice. Your posture improves, your voice deepens slightly, and even subtle micro-expressions communicate confidence and dominance. This is not vanity, it's biology responding to a practice that signals strength and self-mastery. And when you combine this with the psychological principles of social influence and perception, you gain what feels like a mystical ability to guide interactions toward favorable outcomes almost effortlessly. The most fascinating aspect is how this ties into the law of attraction and manifestation. Many people think manifestation is purely spiritual or wishful thinking, but the brain has a profound effect on the reality we perceive. When your mind is focused, your energy aligned, and your intentions clear, you begin noticing opportunities that were always there, but previously invisible. Semen retention sharpens your mind, heightens your emotional intelligence, and strengthens your ability to act decisively. You start projecting an energy that subconsciously draws people, experiences, and circumstances into your orbit. It is not magic in the mystical sense. It is a combination of biological optimization, mental clarity, and social psychology. Yet the results often feel supernatural, as if the universe itself conspires to bend toward your will. Consider the subtle ways in which this manifests. In social situations, you speak with a calm authority that encourages others to listen rather than argue. In romantic interactions, your presence alone communicates confidence and reliability, creating an attraction that is deeper than appearance alone. In professional settings, your decisions feel intuitive, almost prophetic, because your mind can process complex information without distraction or fatigue. This is the cheat code effect that semen retention provides, a heightened version of yourself, operating at a level that feels almost untouchable. The energy you once wasted is now available to fuel your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions, making you a silent architect of reality itself. Of course, this isn't an overnight transformation. Like any form of mastery, it requires consistency, awareness, and patience. The first few days may feel challenging. The urge to release is strong because your brain and body are accustomed to immediate gratification. But as you push past this initial discomfort, your nervous system begins to adapt. Dopamine regulation improves, your focus becomes laser sharp, and your emotional resilience grows. Every moment of resistance is a neurological investment, and the payoff is a mind that perceives reality differently. You begin noticing the flow of energy in interactions, the subtle cues people give, and the opportunities that align with your intentions. This is not imagination. It is your brain operating at a higher level, refined and empowered by disciplined energy management. By the time you reach weeks or months into a retention practice, the effects become unmistakable. You may find yourself manifesting situations, opportunities, or connections that previously seemed impossible. Your presence commands respect naturally, and your confidence radiates without effort. The brain rewiring is now complemented by a chemical and energetic alignment that feels almost mystical, yet it is grounded in science. You are no longer reacting to the world, you are subtly shaping it. Social dynamics, attraction, even the flow of events in your life respond to the energy you cultivate within yourself. It is as if the universe has become responsive to a new frequency, your frequency. By the way, if you want to learn how to control your emotional and sexual urges more easily so you can achieve the streaks you want, quit all your bad habits, and become successful instead of relapsing and wasting all your energy, I suggest you read The Art of Not Forcing. It teaches you about the ancient practices of Wu Wei, which means effortless action. This doesn't mean being lazy. It's about learning to overcome difficult challenges with a clearer and calmer mind, instead of feeling irritated all the time. Semen retention won't be easy, of course. It will feel like war, and that's good. The effort you put in and the struggles you face are what make you tougher. The art of not forcing simply will help you navigate through your journey with a more strategic and stoic way, helping you feel calmer and achieve your goals more effortlessly. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. What's even more fascinating is how semen retention alters the subconscious mind. Beneath your conscious thoughts lies a network of beliefs and mental patterns that quietly shape the reality you experience every day. When you practice retention, you flood your brain with the very energy that fuels creativity, willpower, and vision. This reprograms the subconscious to expect more from life, to reach for higher outcomes, and to naturally align with abundance instead of scarcity. It's not just about resisting urges. It's about rewiring the silent operating system of your mind so that your external world begins to reflect a stronger, more magnetic internal state. This is why so many men who commit to the practice report synchronicities, breakthroughs, and opportunities that seem to appear as if by magic. In essence, semen retention is more than a self-improvement technique. It is a practice that bridges biology, psychology, and the mystical principles of energy and manifestation. It rewires your brain to increase focus, self-control, and perceptual clarity. It enhances your presence through hormonal optimization and subtle energy projection. It amplifies your ability to influence, attract, and manifest your intentions. The results are often so profound that they feel magical, giving the impression that you are quietly controlling reality in ways others cannot comprehend. This is the hidden power that ancient mystics, monks, and warriors understood instinctively, a power modern science is only beginning to explain. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you reached the end and finished what you started. Remember, live with honor or die a coward. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay strong.